Thank you for the generous introduction, Sci-Fi. It's good to see you. Honorable Vice Chancellor, esteemed guests, and the brilliant minds of Brac University. A very good day to you all, and it's great to be back on campus. I would like to start by congratulating the incoming batch, the freshmen. Congratulations. You're the lucky ones. You're the lucky ones. Because you are embarking on a journey which is going to be the best learning phase of your lives. The reason I'm saying best is because these are the 4 years of your lives, these are the 4 years of your lives where you are going to be calling the shots. Your parents are not going to tell you porte bosho. Your teachers are going to teach you and not be that much invested in your studies, but it's you who will make sure that you're responsible for your own studies. So those who are responsible, you'll shine, and those who are not, you might not shine, but this is the time you will shine for sure. Now, as I was driving from my home to campus today, I was reminiscing about my time here at Brac University, and I was like, what should I talk about today? And I was asking myself, what did students like about my classes? And I realized that they used to like the fact that I used to teach content just like any other teacher, but they used to appreciate more what I used to share about the real world that's around us today. I used to bring into class what I really miss. Every day to class. What do you mean by every day to class? For example, today I'm going to be spending 8 minutes on stage. So what do I want to talk about? I want to talk about what's happening throughout the world today and relate it to some life advices, especially 5 life advices. So here it goes. The number 1 is embrace change. The thing is, change is the only constant, but most of us, we don't accept change. But as I look back, the reason I'm here today and I've achieved whatever I have achieved is because I was malleable and I was open to change. Just to give you an example, why change is so important. You all have seen this incident this past week where Cristiano Ronaldo took 2 bottles of Coke and put those bottles aside on a press conference. It created ripples throughout the stock market and the stock price for Coke plunged, right? So I'm talking about change. What changed? When I was in business school at IBA 20 odd years back, my marketing faculty showed us this list of brands, the most valuable brands, which was done by Interbrand, a firm that creates a brand valuation, equity valuation list. So Coke, I believe, was the number 1 brand back then, and drinking Coke was cool. And I clearly remember how my faculty was stressing on the fact that Coke has been around for so many years and it's going to be around for so many years in the future. But fast forward 20 years and things have changed. Cola drinks are sugary drinks and they're not good for your health and they're not cool anymore. And when someone like Cristiano Ronaldo, a health aficionado, takes those bottles away, the young generation sees those bottles as uncool. And that's why the markets respond, right? So you have to understand, nothing is constant. And you are not too. You are changing. Every moment you are learning, you're changing. I'm sure you know the definition of learning. Learning is a permanent change brought about after an experience. So you have to change every moment. Every day that you come to class, when you go back home, ask yourself, have I changed for better? Sitting through 80 minutes of class is tedious. It's hard work, but it's only worth it if you have changed inside, if your intellect has gone somewhere it was not before, if your behavior has changed. So change is the most important thing behind learning. Many of you will think that if I get good grades, great. But no. The only thing that's going to be important throughout your journey here at Brac University is intellectual change and behavioral change. So my first advice is change, or you will be Coke. Number two is dissociate your emotional energy from your actions. And that is what maturity is. I wish I knew this 20 years back. Someone should have told me, but I had to realize this through my own ordeals and experiences. What do I mean by dissociate your negative emotional energy from your actions? Again, what's happening throughout the world today? Just past week, the #1 cricketing icon of our nation could not dissociate his emotional energy from his actions, right? His fans, us, we tried to rationalize his actions, as fans do. Others did not take it very lightly. They said it was immature and unprofessional. But what can we learn from this incident? We are all flawed human beings. We are not robots. I am flawed, you are flawed, we are all flawed. And we harbor negative emotional energy. But what separates from a mature and immature individual is a mature individual can dissociate that emotional energy from action. Now, no one's mature in that sense, because from time to time we all have those outbursts, right? But what I'm trying to say is that during the course of 4 years here at Brac University and beyond, you not only need to concentrate on acquiring knowledge, but you also need to concentrate on acquiring positive emotional energy and learn how to dissipate negative emotional energy, thus having maturity. So that's my second advice. Be mature. So what was the first one? Embrace change. Number 2, be mature. And number 3 is let's be less judgmental. We are all judgmental human beings, right? We all judge each other every now and then. When you're in class, you'll be judging your professor. You're going to be judging whether his command over the content is at par with your expectation or not. You're going to judge whether he is boring or not. You're going to be judging him every other day. All the faculties. Your faculty member is also going to judge you, whether you're attentive, whether you're a good student. We are all judging each other. Now, judging, if it's part of your job, it's good. But what I've seen in my life is that most of us are so judgmental that we have forgotten the word compassion. We are judging each other every moment in a manner that we feel like we have the authority to judge everyone. My request to you is that let's put on that compassionate hat and then look at people. Let's be a bit more humane. The other current incident that I want to talk about, this I don't think many of you have seen, but recently in India, this past week, an advertisement by an alcoholic beverage went viral for the wrong reasons. Many of you have seen it, many of you haven't. So Sanjay Dutt, the Bollywood superstar, was part of this advertisement of an alcoholic beverage where he was promoting the beverage using toxic masculinity. Now this advertisement was aired maybe 25 years back. I don't know the exact date. But in 2021, when someone watches it, it's evident that it's extremely toxic. And that's why it went viral this week. Everyone is in India and also in Bangladesh, some people are sharing it and judging how toxic and in poor taste the advertisement was, right? They're pointing a finger towards Sanjay Dutt and the company and all. It's very normal. But the thing is, the realities of this world in 2001, 2021, and maybe 1995 was not the same. I'm not defending that advertisement. It's deplorable. What I'm trying to say is that when you put on a lens of 2021 and start judging something from 1960s, 1970s, it is automatically going to look demented. So what I'm trying to say to you is that you will judge. That will come naturally to you. But you have to understand the point of view of the other person too. In 1995 or 1990, the concept of toxic masculinity was not coined at all. At that point, at that time, wearing pink used to be like, oh, you're wearing pink, right? But now, we have dissociated the association of color with gender. We are woke population, right? But since we are woke, does that give us the right to judge others? No. We can educate others. So my advice, third advice to you is that be good students, but more than that, be an individual with compassion. Judge others less and educate others more. Someone is doing something wrong, most likely because he didn't have the education that you did. So number one, embrace change. Number two, dissociate negative emotions from actions. And number three, be a bit less judgmental. I have like 2 minutes, so I'm going to end. Number four is practice introspection. Don't make life goals judging by what others think. Think about who you are and what you want to achieve in life, what makes you happy, and go for it. I had a story, but I'll skip that. And the last one is create value for yourself and others. I won't skip this one. So the thing is, in life, we are all in a rat race, right? You would agree. Most of us are in a rat race. And we are competing with each other. And if you read books, autobiographies of people who have achieved a lot, there's a common thread. The common thread is that fulfillment doesn't come from material wealth and accomplishments. Fulfillment comes from reaching out to people and empowering others' lives. So this sensibility came to most people at a later stage in life. Why not practice this thought from the very beginning? That way, you are actually living a life of fulfillment. So my last advice is create value for yourself, study, accomplish, but at the same time, create value for others. You decide how you want to do it. I decided that I'm going to create art and make the world a better place, and that's how I'm going to reach out to millions of people. That was my calling. You will decide how you want to reach out to the millions of people. So that being said, I'm honored to be part of Brac University. I was part of this university for so long. I still consider myself a part of Brac, and it was an honor to be here today with all of you. I pray and hope that the next 4 years for you will be a rewarding one, and hopefully the next time I'm at Brac University, I'll get to visit the amazing campus that I'm looking forward to. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Tahsan bhai.